Hello, my name is Daisy.
Hey, my name's Alyssa.
And this is
Terrifying Talks.
Midnight creeps and shadows fall, whispered secrets through the walls. Ghostly figures start to sway. Tune in now, don't be afraid. Terrifying talks tonight. Chill your bones till morning light. Spooky tales to make you jump. Heart beats fast with every thump.
What is something you call that you have two of on your body as a woman?
Feet.
Boobs. So, welcome to Terrifying Talks, guys. This is episode 37. We are calling this lovely episode The Summer Loving of Masked Men. Or just Summer Loving. Whichever you want. We're going to take it a little, we did witches, we did, what the fuck else did we do? Witches, we did scary stories.
We did getting dragged to hell. What was the second week?
Paranormal. And then we did fucking killer clowns.
That's what it was.
Now, we're gonna do a little ha-ha hee-hees up in this bitch with a masked man. Man? It's man.
It is a man.
It's just one. And, we could have done something basic like Jason or Michael Myers or,
Leatherface.
yeah.
Kind of mask.
Kind of. That's
Ew.
not.
It's a human mask.
But we thought it would be really cool to talk about the movie The Final Girls because, we're getting closer to Halloween. And what better, what's better than talking about Final Girls?
Exactly.
So there's quite a few. We've got a lot.
There's a lot in this one.
Oh, yeah. So a little background. If you have not watched the movie, you have to make sure you're putting it, when you watch it, The Final Girls. Because if you put Final Girls, you're just going to have...
There's so many different things.
Dude, there is. And it's crazy because, and I'll talk about it later. There's one that I have watched that is really good, but we chose the funnier side of this.
Yeah.
A little light, a little scary.
Yeah, a little hee ha ha before we get into the terror of next week.
Oh, yeah. We're not going to talk about that one yet.
Not yet.
So, The Final Girls came out in 2015. It's about a girl. Her name's Mac. She's grieving the loss of her mother. She was a famous scream queen from the 1980s. But on the reunion of her mother's death, I don't know who pulled it together, but the cult of this movie, how Scream has their whole fucking cult or whatever.
Like their little fan base.
Yeah, they had one for this movie.
What, the stab thing or something
stab.
different? Yeah.
So they had one of these showings in the movie theater, and one of her friend's brother was like, you should come and be there. And then, then she finds herself pulled into a world, the world, of her mom's most famous movie, which it was called Summer Camp something?
Oh, no, it was called, what was it called? Camp Bloodbath.
Camp Bloodbath, yes. So, yeah, this was rated on IMDb. 6.5 out of 10. We've been getting a lot of 6.5s. I don't rate it that. We'll get further into that. The genre, obviously, comedy, fantasy, and some horror. Got some scary aspects up in that bitch.
Was this PG-13?
It was PG-13, yes. The release date is a little funky. The stuff that I got onto it altogether was a little funky. I think because there were so many Final Girl movies, I think it
might have been meshing together.
Yeah, I think it was just all really weird. So, if I'm wrong on this, that's somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
Based on what I can find, the festival day of when it first came out, November 5th, 2015. In theaters, October 9th in 2015. So it came out in theaters first, and then a bunch of festivals.
Which I could have swore festivals came before the theater release.
It
I could be wrong though.
It could be because I had to find the United States one. There was a bunch with like Canada and Spain and all that fun jazz. So their budget also was really weird. Their budget and grossing, I couldn't really find, especially how much they gross. But I did find that they budgeted $6.5 million. So based on the rating and how other people's rating were almost similar, I feel like they would have made their money back.
Yeah.
They had a lot of really good actors in there, so.
Yeah, they had that kid from the Hunger Games.
Yeah. Alexander Ludwig.
Yeah.
Yeah, who played Chris. Which, the runtime is 1 hour and 31 minutes or 91 minutes in total.
Or a lot faster if you watch it at a faster speed. What? I actually, for this one, I had to put it at a slightly less faster speed. I didn't put it at two times. I put it at 1.75.
Oh, wow.
So sometimes they be talking too fast, and I'm like, okay, let me dial that back a little.
For cast, we have Thaisa Farmiga. Yes.
I think so.
One of the best scream queens out there with her sister.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I always forget that they're sisters. Like, I always know that they're related, but for some reason, I always think mom and daughter.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Sisters.
Yeah,
Definitely
sisters.
But she played Max. We have Malin Ackerman, who plays Nancy, which is the mom. Alexander Ludwig, who plays Chris, which is funny because, I'm going to say this now, he's in a movie also called Final Girls.
Huh.
Yeah. And that one I watched that one. That one was really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that one a lot. So I thought that was kind of funny that he's in both of those.
That's funny. What if they're just over here like, you were in... Wait, which one came first?
I think they came out the same year.
That's so funny. They're just like, you're already in one, you might as well be in another.
And it's crazy because in this movie, he's the nice guy. He's the, romance partner and all this fun jazz, right? Mm-hmm. And then in the other one, he is the bad guy. He is straight Hunger Games fucking ass dude, okay? And it's crazy. It's a good movie. I recommend it for sure.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do that later on down the line when it's been a little bit.
I'd be down. It's really good. Then we have Nina Dobrev, who plays Vicky. Love her. Beautiful. Gorgeous.
There was times she was kind of a bitch in this movie.
Her name's Vicky, and she's white.
Icky Vicky.
Yes, exactly. Sorry for all the Vickies out there who are white. I don't mean that.
See, I was just thinking of Fairly Odd Parents in that movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I redact that.
Redacted? Yeah. I think that's what...
I don't know. I take
that's
it
what
back.
The kids be saying nowadays.
6'7"? Just kidding. And then we have Aaliyah Shrawkat. I don't know her last name. Who plays Gertie. And then there's Thomas Middleditch, who plays Duncan.
I thought you were going to say Middle Dick.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. And then you have Adam Devine.
Yeah.
I've heard different ways of saying his last name. I heard people say Divine. I heard
Devine.
Yeah. I don't know. Who plays Kurt. Loved Kurt in the fucking movie. It was too funny.
I feel like he always plays like the same type of guy.
And then you have Angela Trimber, who plays Tina. Loved Tina. And then Chloe Bridges, who played Paula. And fun fact, so Adam Devine and Chloe Bridges are married.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so Paula and Kurt in the movie are married in real life.
How long have they been married?
Oh,
since before this movie or since after this movie?
After this movie. But they met on the plane to this movie.
That is so
And started dating basically right after that. And they have a baby boy. Oh. His name is Beau. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I love it.
That is so cute.
But yeah, I learned, because I knew they were married when I, rewatched the movie, and I was like, I wonder when they met. And then I'm like looking it up, and I'm like, they met on the plane. They were sitting together. And
did they know that they were both going to the movie?
No, at first, no.
That is so cute. So it's just, what are you on the plane for?
Well, apparently, when they met, Adam ignored her. I don't know if it was on accident. I don't know what.
Like he might not have heard her say something.
Yeah, I think it said he had his headphones in. The moral of the story, it said that he was ignoring her or whatever, quote, ignoring her. But yeah, and then the rest is history. And they're married and have a baby. And
what if he planned it all? He's just, and he puts the headphones in to nonchalantly
let me see when they got married. But yeah, I think it's super funny too because they're both in really big, I guess you could say musicals in a way. Adam has Pitch Perfect, and then Chloe has fucking Camp Rock.
She was in Camp Rock?
Yeah, she was in Camp Rock. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's been a long time since I've seen Camp Rock.
Okay, they got married in 2021.
Wow, so it's been a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, but meeting from 2020 or 2015, and then I think that's amazing. Love him. He's so funny. But yeah, Mr. Kurt and Mrs. Paula in the movie are married. But yeah, that's all I got for this movie. For fun, cool things that I know.
Yeah.
And all that fun jazz. So let's get into it, shall we? So initially in the movie, we kind of talked about the beginning, right? It's Max and her mom. Her mom looks like she's walking out, kind of bummed. I'm assuming it's something with her agent and trying to get more roles and stuff like that. And essentially just basically shows the connection between Max and her mom. Her mom has done a bunch of roles, but she's only really known mainly about
Camp Bloodbath.
Yeah, the Camp Bloodbath. And
so I'm assuming it's typecasted.
Yeah, and I think it's mostly because she gets naked in there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it doesn't show or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't show it when it goes into when we see it, but
it definitely insinuates it for sure.
Yeah.
They get into a pretty bad car crash, and Nancy, the mom, passes away, and Max is alive. Then it just kind of skips to, she's obviously sad, and she's with her friend Gertie and with Chris. That's his name. With Chris, and Chris, got let interest in some Max and want to get
cute,
some.
So
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't.
I think he's a little cutie.
I think he looks like a welcome mat.
Bruh, a welcome mat.
I don't mean he's not ugly. He's just not
attractive
to me. He's just not my type.
What can I say? I like welcome mats.
I don't. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he has a tiny head and a bigger body.
I'm dead.
He looks funky. Okay. I'm not saying he's ugly. He's not ugly. He's not unattractive. He's just not the typical type I would look at and be like, you know what I mean?
Anytime I saw him, all I could think about was Hunger Games.
There's also that. I think a lot maybe has to
just that scene where he's got the blood running down his mouth. Just end it all already.
Jeez Louise.
That's all I thought about when I saw it.
You should see him in the other movie, the Final Girl movie. Oh. That one's a good one.
Let me watch that one.
Yeah, then what's his name? Gertie's brother. Fuck, I forgot. I have it written down. I'm so dumb. I put away my notebook.
How dare you?
I know, I'm so dumb.
Hey, whoa. We don't say that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a freaking idiot.
That's better.
It's Duncan. Dunkin' Donuts over here.
He was the tall, nerdy one.
Yeah.
Looking, right? He was funny.
And then Mr. Dunkin' Donuts came around and was like, hey, bitch, do my movie shit. Us people want you. And she was like, fuck no. But Max was failing. And he was like, I'll do all your fucking papers. And she was like, bet.
Say less.
So they went. They're watching the movie. And then she, sees her mom obviously acting. And then she decides she's got to get some air. But magically, someone dropped a bottle of what looked like vodka. Someone's fucking smoking a cigarette in the theater. And then shit just starts lighting up.
Didn't they? Was it they dropped the match that they used, or they dropped the cigarette?
No, so they were smoking the cigarette and the ash.
Ah.
The ash fell, lit, or whatever the fuck, and caught the bitch on fire. And then they went behind the screen, and next thing they know, they're in the movie. So, Alyssa, how would you feel if you got stuck in a movie?
Bro, okay, so like, one, it would depend on the movie. It would depend on how it ends, and it would depend on like what happens after it ends.
So then pick a movie. What movie would you want to be stuck in? It has to be a horror. Do horror first, and then you just pick a movie you'd be stuck in.
That's so hard because I want to try to find one that I know I could survive.
Chucky?
Honestly, I was thinking about nah, but that's my sleep paralysis demon. I might not survive that.
I think I would like to say that I could survive Jeepers Creeper.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
He's gonna, because he uses that scent. He'd be like, wait, didn't he only really go after dudes? Because he went after, fuck, what was his name? Drew.
I don't know.
Justin Long's character.
Okay, yeah.
And then when it was the bus.
Derry,
that's what it was. When it was the bus, it was mainly dudes.
Well, if he only went after dudes, then I would definitely survive. But I was going to say, I don't think there's anything he could sniff out of me that is good. I'm blind as a bat. I'm mentally freaking ill. I think the only good thing on my body, not gonna say that, but I'm gonna tell you he probably don't need an ass, girl.
Oh, I was gonna say pussy.
I don't think he needs a pussy either.
He might.
That is pretty good on me too. That was too much. I can't say that. I redact that too. I'm redacting a lot of things today. But I think I'd survive Jeepers Creepers. I think I'd be like a bystander.
What if it's just us together, just like, wow.
Is that a bird?
No, I think it's a plane.
Maybe it's Superman. Superman's not real. It's Jeepers Creepers. How the fuck is Jeepers Creepers real? No. But I would think I would survive Jeepers Creepers. That might be a stretch, really. But
it all depends on, as long as he doesn't sniff you out.
Dude, if anything, I'm probably that old lady with the shotgun. He's like carrying her to hide, and he fucking throws her ass. Yeah, I think Jeepers Creepers would be my best bet. I think I drive a pretty fast, decent car to get away from him, so.
I would just hop in with you and I'd be like, let's go.
I'm not that fucking nosy to go see what the fuck some ugly ass fucking piece of shit dude with a hat on throws down a fucking hole.
For real. Like, I wouldn't go back. I would just call the cops and be like, hey, can you go investigate that?
I wouldn't even do that.
What the heck? You're just gonna let them stay down there?
They were dead.
One of them wasn't yet.
Well, first of all, why am I being so nosy that I want to figure out if someone's dead?
You don't have to go down there. But we could, hey.
You think I want to be a snitch?
Yeah.
I'm minding my damn business. If it's something I like really felt in my gut that I couldn't get rid of,
I mean, think about it. That's why they turned around.
Yeah, because they're the white people who fucking too nosy, girl. You know your ass would turn around. I'd leave you there. I'll leave your ass there. I don't give a fuck. I'd leave you. I don't care. I bitch, you want to be nosy? Be nosy. And I drive off. I don't think sports mode. I don't
think I'm that white. I think I wouldn't want to go.
Good, because I wouldn't want to either. And then,
but I'd still want to call and be like, hey, can y'all go check that out, please? And then I'm going to watch the news.
I don't know. Because what if
he hears with his, supersonic hearing? Oh, they're snitching on me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That'd be tragic.
I'm foot to the pedal, sports mode, bitch. I'm gonna just be gripping like, I'm out of there, buddy. No one's taking my tongue. He took someone's tongue.
I know.
Like to.
I was just thinking about. Never mind.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
What kind of man? And then I think a movie I would really like to be in would probably be Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like also as a bystander.
No.
Watch the most wonderful love story in the entire world.
You want to know what I wouldn't mind being in? As long as I could survive it, I want to be in like one of the Jurassic Park movies.
Ah! No, I wouldn't be able to do that.
No, I would love to. As long as I'm one of the ones that survive in the end, I want to be in one of those.
I'm gonna say no. You want to know why? Have you seen the new one?
The newest one, no.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I did. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great.
I'm thinking more of just the originals.
Okay.
I watched... Is there only 3 for the remakes, or did they make a 4th one?
I think they made a 4th one.
They should have left it at 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't here. But Jurassic Park is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to do that. I love dinosaurs.
I would be terrified. I would be shitting myself the whole time.
Literally,
but...
that's how they would find me. Is having me.
They just smell your shit. And they're just like,
you're gonna see me in the background of the movie running naked because I shit myself too many times and I have no more clothes to wear.
So you just keep letting it out on the ground straight away instead.
And then run away and hide. So they sniff it and they're like, oh my God, where'd she go? You can't find me now because I'm naked. But yeah, no, dinosaurs are scary.
Yeah, but they're so cool.
What's in the dinosaur museum? That shit freaks me out.
I really want to go there. I want to go there so badly.
Back to the movie, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, they get sucked into the fucking movie of the 1980s, the Bloodbath Camp, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be terrifying.
That's like being in a Jason movie.
Coming to that realization and just being like, oh shit, I'm in the movie. And like the fact that it kept looping until they went along with it.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny because it would say 92 minutes. And I'm like, that is hilarious because it's like the full movie.
Yeah.
And they'd come back around. I thought that was funny. I thought it was really cool about that whole scenario too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was really... watching this movie, you could obviously tell this is like a complete... like comedy.
Yeah.
Like you
kind of parody of the slasher genre.
Yeah, because you got, you're having sex, it's gonna come and kill you. And that's exactly what it did. A lot of nudity. There was, being seen, and then the slasher would come and fucking kill you.
You know what I thought was hilarious?
What?
How they kept going to like the original cast, trying to convince them all, you don't want to have sex.
Yeah, that was so funny.
No.
Or Chris to Kurt, he was like, yeah, I'd like to put, what the fuck he said? I forgot what he said. I like to put something in her something. And Chris was like, shh, like basically threatening him.
He's like, did you hear that?
And then it was just like, you don't want to fucking do that. Blah, blah, blah.
That's so fucking funny.
But yeah, a lot of it was just a big parody of slasher movies. It was very stereotypical type of things. And I thought it was really funny. But I think the horror aspect of it is, imagine seeing your dead parent again in a movie.
It was heartbreaking. Like when she finally like sat up in the back of the van and you just see her face.
And she's crying. I think that's horrifying. I think just in general, being stuck in a freaking horror film, that's terrifying.
Honestly, though, if I was her, I would probably try to stay in that horror film as long as possible, just to be with your mom again.
But it's not her mom. You know what I mean?
I know.
I think
although in the end, they still connected.
Yeah, I would say that the end, especially when she started dancing to their song, I was like, tears coming down my fucking face. I just couldn't help it. I cried.
Did you?
I did. It was very sad.
I didn't cry. I have no emotions. Fuck feelings.
I am a sucker for really cute things like that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than horror, I really like romantic movies.
I hate romantic movies. Mainly because I'm jealous.
Jesus Christ. You
want me to lie?
Yes.
Wow. I love romance movies so much. I'm not jealous at all.
Ew.
Let's go watch one right now.
Yes. Actually, there's a new one coming out that I'm really excited to watch with Tyreek Withers.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah! Yeah, but it comes out next year in March. I'm so excited.
What's it called?
I'll show you.
Okay.
But I'm you put Tyreek Withers in any movie, bitch, I'm fucking watching that shit.
It could be the worst movie, and I'm gonna just see him in every scene. Like, oh yeah, that's the movie right there.
Oh my god, he is so good looking. Tyreek Withers, guys, yes.
Look into him.
New Scream King coming up.
Hell yeah.
Now coming out in romance movies. That man got mother freaking range and a body. Because he's a hottie. Tyreek Withers.
I like that he has a body and an attractive face.
And he's funny. That's the important part.
Yeah, I guess. Funniness. Woo. He's hot.
But he's funny. That's what makes him more attractive. He's hilarious. We keep going off fucking topic.
I know, and it's so funny.
Tina. Let's talk about Tina.
Yeah.
Tina was very funny. Tina on Vicky's Adderall was hilarious.
You know what was so funny was holding the bottle. No, you don't want that.
What I thought was hilarious of Tina's was the whole, I got this. And then he got closer and she was like, I don't got this. And she turns around and she gets killed by their own trap. And I was like, wow, they kept Tina alive that long. And she died basically on her own hand because she's a dummy.
Yeah.
Or the whole phone thing. Where's the holes to this cassette tape? This is a weird cassette tape. I think also Kurt was hilarious.
Oh my god, the scene when like they were both in the room
he's
together.
Like, oh, so you both could have.
you
You couldn't just wait to get some of me, huh?
And she's over here like, huh, the look on her, terrified. Just,
frick no!
That shit was so funny.
And then you could hear everybody. You could hear it was basically like the resemblance of like the Jason like hee hee ha ha.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so funny because I was like, you're gonna get dead.
And you could just hear it as soon as something like stereotypical started happening. You just hear it in the background.
Yeah, and everybody's like,
don't hear that?
Oh, Gertie, when Gertie was hearing it, and then she's stepping back, and then you hear her scream because he's like in the window.
He can see us!
Who said that?
I don't remember.
I think it was Tina. Frickin' Tina. Yeah, she was so dumb. And then you had what was his name? Was his name no, not Chris. Chris was the blonde one.
The one that you keep forgetting his name for?
No, Duncan. Oh, speaking of Duncan real quick. Duncan, when he's took out the cell phone, tried to take a selfie, it killed him.
Yeah.
It killed him.
It did.
He was like, it's not gonna get me.
I wonder if that's because how you said she was confused calling it a cassette tape. I wonder if that's because like their phones weren't like
a thing back then.
Yeah,
they had like a landline.
Yeah, so it kind of warped the stereotypicalness so that it went after him instead. Because he was over here like, he's not gonna come after us. Look, selfie time. And then he starts moving.
I don't know. I think it might have because he obviously saw them.
Yeah. And he was just standing there.
Yeah, I don't know what it was that he thought, hey, yeah, this is...
I want to say it's partially like because of that, because
if the new and the old school.
Yeah, because if you think about it, it was a movie. It had a script. They weren't part of the script.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was just stalled out because it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? This isn't part of it.
That could be very...
Kind of like in The Sims when they take away their thought bubble and they just stand there.
That was so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, but Duncan was the first kill.
He was a pretty good kill.
Yeah, he got slashed on the side.
With the machete.
Yeah. I like that he was the first one killed because if you think about it, I feel like a lot of the horror movie buffs, like in typical movies, don't get killed very. Like, let's think about Scream and Randy. He didn't basically get killed off until the second movie, technically.
Yeah.
But even in the first one, he wasn't shot at until the end of the movie.
Yeah, like they didn't go for him right away.
Yeah, because it was kind of like out of sight, out of mind type of thing.
Yeah, it kind of made like a little loophole.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty good. Like, I thought it was a pretty good idea that they killed off the horror movie buff. Especially, like, that movie. Like, he's, like, has this whole cult of what this movie is and what it's supposed to be. And so not to have someone there to, you know, show you the ropes and stuff, and then to try to figure out how to get through the movie, I think it was really cool that they had to do it on their own without Duncan. So,
you know, having to do it on their own, how he had said, what was her name, Paula?
Mm-hmm.
How she was the one that was the final girl.
Yeah. And then she died.
Yeah. That shit killed me. And then all the looks on their faces.
You know, Kurt's freaking death killed me the most. It was so funny because let's be realistic. Back then in the 1980s, no one was wearing their seatbelts. If there was even seatbelts invented at that time. So I am pretty sure there was. I'm just being
I know.
dumb. But,
I know.
But like, no one was wearing their seatbelt, so how, like, actual realistic that would be if someone got into a car crash and flew out the window. But the way he flew out made it look like his neck was in his butt. It's just, I don't know, he looked squished.
He probably was.
I thought it was funny.
That's so funny.
And then Paula just blew up.
That shit was so funny, though, because she was the one that they were rooting for to save them.
And then she died.
And they're over here like, what the fuck do we do now?
Oh, my God. But I think it was a good movie. The ending. Let's talk about the ending before we start closing out and reading facts and stuff. How did you like the ending?
The ending, that is how... Like how earlier I said it would depend on the movie I go into, what happens afterwards. That's how I would want it to happen afterwards.
I think it was so crazy because they towards the end, everybody basically dies but Chris and Max.
Yep.
Okay.
They were still injured, but they didn't die.
Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, the credits roll, and then they go through some weird freaking
portal thing.
Yeah, it's something.
Because didn't it like stop and they're like, where is everybody?
Yeah, and then it was just really weird. And then Max wakes up in a hospital. And so they're in the hospital. Then everybody's alive again.
Everyone's there.
And everybody was like, well, was that like just a dream? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, nope. Duncan was like, nope, I got the scar to prove it.
Yeah. Lifts up his shirt and he just has like a machete slash mark on his side.
Mind you, they're in the hospital gowns. And obviously when you're in hospital gowns, you don't really wear underwear. And Duncan lifted his whole gown up. So I just wanted to have everybody aware of what that means for Duncan.
He just let it all hang loose.
He sure did. He lifted that thing
funny.
up.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. And then, you know, it turns out that they are, yes, all alive, but are in the movie number 2.
Yep. A sequel.
Yes. So...
Wait, so then they never actually got out?
Yeah, no. So who knows what happens to them? It's definitely a cliffhanger for sure. God knows if they're ever going to make a second one. God knows what happens. Or if they're stuck there forever.
I think that would be crazy if it wasn't, like, if they didn't set it up as the sequel. Because in my mind... If I was in that hospital, I'd be over here like, where the fuck did all these people come from? What happened?
You know, another thing that we could have just spot too, he was like, Duncan mentioned about getting a shot because he was like, yeah, because that machete, about getting a tetanus shot.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, that machete looked a little rusty and I didn't see anybody give me a shot. And I feel like, you know, back then and...
They might not have.
Yeah, because, you know, it might have not been, I don't know. When does...
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm stupid. I just work here. But I think it's funny because he's like, I would have just gone with the staples. But you could tell by some of the things that they say, like the tapioca, maybe, because I don't think they do tapioca anymore. I think they just do plain Jello, right?
I have no idea.
Anyways, I don't know.
My dad was there. He got a whole entire menu.
Beautiful. But either way, there was like small things that you could tell that they probably weren't really home after watching like the whole movie. So I liked the way it ended.
I did too. Well, I guess the thought of them still being in the movie is unsettling, but I like that they were all still alive. Yeah,
I get that. But I also feel like if it would be a really good start for another movie.
Yeah.
And I think where it ended was just perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to read some of your cool things that you got?
Hell yeah. So, at the films, premieres, and festivals, the writers and director mentioned that a sequel could explore Max's father and the continuation of Camp Bloodbath. So they were talking about one.
Imagine if the masked man
was the dad.
Was the dad?
What if? But as of right now, nothing has been put into production. So it's all been talk. The script was first picked up in November of 2011 by New Line Cinema. But then they didn't really do anything with it. So then the rights eventually got moved under Stage 6 Films, and that's when the production finally started. How I asked you earlier if it was PG-13. Originally, it was supposed to be rated R.
I think they cut off a lot of Tina's extracurricular bodily things. Yeah, for sure.
It was also supposed to be a lot more gory.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I would have liked that. I wouldn't mind that.
But they scaled it back so it could fit more into horror comedy and not so much horror. I would have liked it though. And your favorite weirdo lady, Tina. So a lot of the montage scenes, they were able to improvise. So it was said, yes. It said that her frantic dance sequence
was all her.
It was improvised, and it was said that she reportedly slammed energy drinks to get herself hyped up.
Yeah, right. You slammed Coke. Hey! That is wonderful.
Yeah.
That girl was on Coke. That was not energy drinks.
Hey, she claimed it was energy drinks.
Energy drinks from the 1980s where it was Coke?
Maybe. Drinking Coke with actual Coke in it?
Yeah, exactly.
Slamming down 12 of them.
That's friggin' hilarious.
Yeah.
I loved her dance. I knew that I knew that shit was fucking improv. That you just don't. That energy was just like not acting at that point.
And I saw that, I was like, oh, writing this window.
Love Tina. But what did you think of the movie? Like as a rating for the month of October? Where do you think this kind of lands?
I think it's a good movie. I'm not too big into horror comedies, as I've said many times before. But it wasn't terrible. I could watch it again.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie. I think a lot of it is just the horror within the movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, like seeing your dead parents and being stuck in a movie.
It definitely touched base on grief and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this movie would be fun, like, if you're going to a Halloween party, like, maybe a small one where you could play a movie in the background.
A little slumber Halloween party, a little cocktail party.
This would be a nice one to throw on.
Yeah. Like a girl's day. Or even, fuck it, a guy's day, man.
Yeah, y'all want to watch this? Go ahead.
Get some popcorns and your fake boobs or whatever you guys got.
That's funny.
But yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I know it was rated 6.5. I'd rate it at least a 7.
Yeah.
I think I'd but like up it by 5 points. I thought it was good. Like I said, the acting's really good. The
acting was real. I think that's why, because typically with like horror comedies, I feel like the acting is not good.
Yeah, it's super bad.
Yeah.
But this was actually pretty good. It wasn't like it was obviously made as a parody, but the way the acting was made it better.
Not so bad.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
made it better.
It made it seem way more intentional.
Yeah. We didn't talk about the character Vicky too much. Who is Nina Dobrev.
Oh, yeah. I didn't like her. She was
Okay, but
annoying.
listen, hear me out, right? Her character arc, like her...
Okay, yeah, she did get better towards the end. But her in the beginning talking about, we don't want to listen to you. You're just going to get us all killed.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Get killed. Although I did think it was really sweet when she told them to leave so she could just die with the one girl.
With Gertie.
I thought that was heartwarming. It was a little sad, I guess.
Yeah.
Still happy to see her die.
Oh my goodness.
When I was.
But yeah, overall, I give this, you know what, I'll bump it up a little bit. I'd give it a 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a whole point.
I think I would match everyone else's score with 6.5 only for the fact that I'm just not the biggest on horror comedies.
Yeah, I get that. It's not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah. But like normally my horror comedies, I'm rating them lower, like 2s and 3s. So a 6.5 for a horror comedy I think is really good.
Yeah, let's talk about next week. Next week.
Yes.
So I haven't seen the movie.
You haven't?
I haven't, so I'm
Oh my
very
God, I
excited
hope
to
you
go through
like
it.
I'm gonna be, because this is one of my favorite movies.
And I hope it's good for us doing it for Halloween.
Yeah, I think it should be.
Because I need this to be like...
I hope you like it. I'm gonna be heartbroken if you don't like it. Like, I'm gonna be more heartbroken than you not liking Murder.
Oh,
Only
my
because I knew you
God.
wouldn't like Murder Show.
Terrible movie.
I loved that movie, but I loved it. Like, this movie, I could rewatch over and over and over and over again.
Really?
Yeah. I love this movie.
But we have apparently a good one coming up. So
Hopefully.
stay tuned. I also would like to say thank you for watching. Thank you for not watching. I'm dumb. Well, thank you for watching the movie if you watched the movie. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the support. Like, subscribe, and whatever else. Anything else?
Send us more horror stories for you guys for next month.
Yeah, give us some horror Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That would be great.
You
like,
just
even
stuff
if it's
yourself to
not-
the point that you throw.
Yeah.
That's your horror story.
That's funny. But, you know, share some of those Thanksgiving horror stories. It doesn't have to be scary. I just want, just to mind you guys, these aren't, they don't have to be super scary. They don't have to be paranormal.
I think everyone's like definition of scary is different.
Yeah, so if you have a story that was horrifying to you, I would love to listen to it. And I would love to put it on the podcast. So, all right. Well, I guess that's all for today.
We'll see you guys next week.
Ooh, ooh,
Ooh, ooh.
all right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, how do I turn this thing off?
Bruh, how do you not know? That's your